Hello, my Zentangle friends. This is Barbara Langston, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher, and welcome to Not Perfect Zen. Today I want to do just a classic Zentangle tile. And I haven't done a lot of planning. I haven't done any practicing. I just want to do this with you. If you happen to follow along and you want to post your own tile on social media, please tag me with @BBL_Tangle so I can see your work. I love seeing what you do. All right, I'm going to start with gratitude and appreciation. I am grateful for Zentangle in my life. Grateful to be able to share it with you easily through YouTube. And grateful for the weekend and the rain that we've received lately. We really needed it. Okay, I'm going to be using a Zentangle 3.5-inch tile. You can use any paper that you have. I'm going to use a Micron 01, excuse me, graphite pencil, and a blending stump. But again, use whatever supplies you have. Just keep it simple. With Zentangle, we start with 4 corner dots. And then I'm going to connect those lines. It doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm thinking I might use this kind of as a border towards the end. So I'm going to leave it kind of straight. Okay, so we've done our corner dots and our border. And I think I'd like to do, excuse me, V-string. So we're going to come just, I guess it would help if I did a kind of a center dot. And come up this way and down this way. All right, maybe you can't see that. I'll make it a little bit darker. Okay, so just a simple V. And today I'm going to do probably just maybe 2 patterns on here. This was inspired by the Facebook group, Today's Tangles, Keeping It Classic. And she suggested doing a tile with just the pattern Flux. And then I happened to see a tile that someone had done on Instagram, I believe, and I just loved it. And so we're just going to come along this string and add Flux. Flux is just a very simple pattern. It's kind of like a teardrop. And you can put this little line and dot in the center or not, totally up to you. Okay, so I'm just going to go up this string. Again, I have not done this before. I'm just doing it for a fun, easy tile this morning. And then I'm just going to keep filling this space with Flux. And the nice thing about doing something like this is when you're just trying to relax, it's just, you don't have to do a lot of thinking. Okay, and I put an orb in there to fill that space. Put an orb in there also. You could call this Tipple, where I have openings. I'm just going to fill it in a little bit. Okay. Let's see. And if we go a little bit past our border, that's okay. Borders and strings are suggestions. You can vary the size of this. You can vary the direction. That one got a little bit fat. It's okay. It's just the joy of drawing something simple and then creating a piece of art that's just yours. I have been working on the videos for Inktober, and it keeps me pretty busy because I start early in September. As soon as the list comes out, I start practicing, and I've really enjoyed it, but I still want to do my weekend videos until October. And then all we have is October throughout that month, or Inktober rather. And like I said, I saw a tile very similar to this on Instagram. And after seeing the prompt from today's Tangles, I thought this would be fun. All right, let's go ahead and we'll just leave that for now. Okay. Now let's go to this side. Just basically do the same thing. Again, don't worry about the size. I'm keeping them about the same. And I'm starting this side similar to how I did that one. Putting Flux along this line. And Flux is a Zentangle.com or Zentangle headquarters pattern. I've also been working on playlists for 102 Tangles of Zentangle. And I have seen Flux for so long that I thought it was one of the original Tangles, but it's not. I would have to look it up on tanglepatterns.com to see when that one was released. But I do know it's what we sometimes call bread and butter tangle, which means it's one that I like to use often. I'm putting the little orbs in there. And I'm not trying to make this one look exactly what's on this side. One of the reasons I named this channel Not Perfect Zen is because I try to tell myself that I don't have to do a perfect tile. Zentangle is a method that just helps us draw beautiful art, and it's so simple because of the structured patterns. Yeah, see how this one's coming out different from that side? And that's okay. do another big fat one. All right, I'm just making my next one meet up with the one next to it. Again, if we go past the border, that's okay. Let's just put a little one in here. And a couple of orbs. You can just fill this in dark if you want to. Okay, so from here, on the one that I saw, she did these pretty lines coming up that almost look like either fescue or similar to print-on, but it's kind of like a long, fancy fescue. So let's come off of that one. Okay. And we'll put one more over here for now. And then from that, we're going to put a stem, and we're going to build a fescue flower. So just keep turning it, adding your petals. I'm not worried about whether or not these petals are exactly the same length. Okay, just a cute little flower. For this one, let's make the flower without putting the stem to it first. So just start with one. Okay. Now I'm going to make the stem come down and meet with that one. Okay. Then I'm not having to worry about how I'm placing my stem before I start. Let's do a little one here. Turn your tile to keep it easy on your hand. And it also, when you keep doing the same strokes again and again, you get what they call muscle memory. And then it gets easier and easier for you to do those strokes. Okay. I'm going to have this one come down and meet there. Okay, so just a very simple composition. I think I'm just going to put some more little fescues along here. You could also do little swirls. All right, very simple 15-minute tile. Something like this first thing in the morning is, for me, just so relaxing, and it starts my day so much better. Okay, I'm grabbing the wrong thing. I'm gonna get my graphite pencil, and then just at the bottom of each of these, where it meets up with the others, I'm just gonna put a little bit of graphite. You don't need much. You can see the string line, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. When I did art as a teenager, of course, we had a huge sketchbook, and it was cumbersome. I mostly did charcoal, but I love the small Zentangle tiles. It's called The Elegance of Limits. We have a limited space, and we don't feel so overwhelmed when we think we're going to do a piece of art. Okay, so I'm just softening that graphite and pulling it out. I'm also kind of coming along that line that I put, if it goes a little bit further up. I am not worried about it looking perfect, which is why I named my channel the way I did. I don't do perfect tiles or perfect videos. I just enjoy sharing. Okay, do this side. And we're just softening this so there's no sharp edges to our graphite. I do very simple shading. When I first started, I was afraid to do it. I guess I thought I was going to mess up my tile, but I didn't. Now enjoy it. You could also add color to this instead. Okay, let's do the same thing on our little Flux flowers. Just a little bit of graphite there in the center. Okay, now we're going to soften that with our blending stump. Okay, and I mentioned in the beginning that we might put a border on there. Sometimes that really adds something to your tile. So if you can see where I had that original border line, I'm just going to go along that line. And where you meet any part of your pattern, just stop, pick up your pen, go to where you see it coming again. We're not going to see it in that corner. Don't think you would. Coming off of here. Okay, this would kind of go behind that one. All right, turn. Here's my next corner. I love it when it looks like your patterns are falling over your border. Okay, so this is where I had it, and I went up kind of high, so let's just come up here, doesn't matter. All right, there we go. Find a place to put your chop. I think I'm gonna set mine right here. I do appreciate you watching, and if you like this, please hit the like button and subscribe. This helps other people who are also looking for simple Zentangle videos to find my channel. So there you go. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed that. And like I said, it's fun because it wasn't planned. And I hope you have a great day. And I will see you next time. Bye.